Good morning, church family. Today we come to Psalm 88. Psalm 88 is a psalm that many have called the darkest psalm in the Psalter. Let's look at the text to figure out why. The psalmist starts out, "O Lord God of my salvation, I cry out day and night before you. Let my prayer come before you. Incline your ear to my cry. For my soul is full of troubles, and my life draws near to Sheol. I'm counted among those who go down to the pit. I'm a man who has no strength, like one set loose among the dead, like the slain that lie in the grave, like those whom you remember no more, for they are cut off from your hand." When we read these first 5 verses, we realize that this psalm is one of the many psalms that are called Psalms of Lament. It is a psalmist crying out to God about what's wrong. By the end of the psalm, you get to where there's a very predictable pattern. Biblical psalms of lament always start with what's wrong, they move to praying to God, and maybe surprisingly to you, they end with hope. They always end with praise and hope. And it's a biblical move to remind us that our lament will turn to joy in the gospel. Well, but look how this psalm ends. Verse 14, "O Lord, why do you cast my soul away? Why do you hide your face from me? Afflicted and close to death from my youth up, I suffer your terrors. I am helpless. Your wrath has swept over me. Your dreadful assaults destroy me. They surround me like a flood all day long. They close in on me together. You have caused my beloved and my friend to shun me. My companions have become darkness." And then the psalm just stops. Now, of course, to pray at all is at some level to have hope. But this psalm really has its punch because it doesn't end with what laments are always supposed to end with, which is a statement of hope. It's as if the psalmist is saying, God, I know I'm supposed to praise you right now, but I just don't have it in me. And we feel that, don't we? We have those moments ourselves. Where is the hope? Look at the middle of the psalm. In the middle of the psalm, the psalmist asks some questions. To God, he says, "Do you work wonders for the dead? Do the departed rise up to praise you? Is your steadfast love declared in the grave, or your faithfulness in Abaddon? Are your wonders known in the darkness, or your righteousness in the land of forgetfulness?" And the psalm seems to imply that the answer to these things is no, the psalmist can't see past death. But that tells us the hope that we see in this psalm. Because, church family, we know that death is not the end of the story. We know that there is more. We know that, in fact, God did work his praises because on the third day Christ rose again from the dead. So Psalm 88, which ends with despair, without hope, points us to the fact that there is hope in Jesus. Go in the light of that today.